Manti, what are your takeaways when you guys watch what you did yesterday? Some big plays were given up, but some timely ones by the defense when it mattered.
Yeah, we gave up some big plays. I think the good thing about that, looking at the positive side, is after that we tightened up everything, and I think majority of those big plays didn't lead to any touchdowns. We kind of held them in the red zone. So in a perfect world, we don't want any of those explosive plays. But I'm happy the way our defense rallied and how we came up with stops when we needed it.
How are you feeling physically today?
Feel good.
How soon do you start preparing for the Broncos? You're facing Brock Osweiler. I mean, you guys have faced Peyton Manning in the past, but when you're facing a different quarterback, how different is the preparation?
We already finished watching the film, correct those things, take a little break today, and then start tomorrow.
What's the challenge of a quarterback that's 6'8", facing a guy that's 6'8" like Osweiler?
I think it's more to his advantage because he can see, over his line. He's able to diagnose things. I think it's maybe an advantage for us because he's a big target. But he has ability to extend plays, and his offensive line does a good job in protecting for him. So it's going to be a good game.
You guys had a lot of success defensively in the red zone. So what did you count that?
I'm just getting tired of those big plays. I think we let them get in there, and that's one of our things. Is we don't want to let them get into the red zone. Let's not make it interesting. Let's keep them out of the red zone. But if needs be, if they do get there, 3 is always better than 7.
Dropping 8 in coverage. You guys maybe cause some confusion with some of the stuff schematically you guys are doing?
Yeah, Coach did a good job in switching some things up. Able to disguise certain things and bring pressure some other times, and drop, like you said, dropping in the coverage sometimes. So Coach did a good job in calling those plays, and we did a good job in executing.
And talk about big plays yourself. You get an interception leading directly to another Gates touchdown.
Yeah.
What'd you see in that play that were you able to put yourself in that position to make that happen?
Through the week, through the film study, you kind of look at tendencies, and Coach G Money does a good job in his 2-minute presentation, and trying to put ourselves in the best positions to make a play. And I was kind of anticipating a little something, and Coach put me in a position where I could just sit back and read the QB, and I got a good break and was able to make a play.
Until you talked about tightening it up in the red zone, what's the challenge of doing the same thing against a team like the Broncos?
It's always, anytime you're in the red zone, regardless of what team it is, it's a challenge. We're going to look at what they do, what they like to do. They have a lot of weapons. Jacksonville had a lot of weapons, but they're a different team, so I can't answer that question right now because I really don't know what they like to do yet. But I know that they have the record that they have because they're good in all facets of the game, and we got to prepare for it.
We saw a different side of Mike McCoy yesterday in the postgame, a very giddy, loose guy. Have you seen that? Is that something different for you guys as well?
Yeah, that's something new for y'all because y'all keep, poking and prodding, and you just got to let Coach McCoy do what he wants to do, He's a guy that loves to have fun. He's a guy that, he loves being around the guys, and he loves to win, and we all love to win, and that was something that, we haven't had that feeling in a while. And so, for anybody who's hasn't had that feeling in a while, it's all of a sudden magnified because you just work so hard, And I think for him and for our coaches, they spend long hours up there trying to formulate the best possibilities and best positions for us to win and for us to finally get that win, and it's very satisfying.